Well, I got the robbing station set up. And it looks like there's only a few that are still active. This is from the wonky comb hive. Down here we have the iwave group. They're in the two boxes there. They're kind of, this is the glass part, and they're kind of hanging around in the middle there. Then in between here we have an iwave. And now we have on this side what used to be one of the glass hive. It was fed Apis biologics, and over here see another colony that was dwindling, and they were all frozen up. So, and up in the top we dumped the queen from the wonky comb hive. We have 3 colonies we combined in there yesterday. Let's take a look. It doesn't fit tight. Bubble wrap to try and fill up the void. And there's a little extra space up here, so I'm using this pillow. And this is actually the lid on the wonky comb hive. And you can't remove this without opening up the lid. Okay, I have a plan. We're going to try and use this inner cover. Remove the inner cover that has the foam and the burr comb all stuck to it, and just abandon it completely. And stick this on top. That way we can put the lid and it fits. That's the plan. But as you know, with beekeeping, if you've ever done any, when you make a plan, it never goes that way, or rarely does. So does this mean the queen has got her own little grouping up here in the top? She kind of gained some followers? Crud. You definitely can see this is a nice tight cluster. 1, 2, 3 frames of bees. Looks like they might have combined into one cluster. These 2 empty frames were what the cluster was on from the glass hive. So that cluster is no longer hanging out on there. So maybe we could get rid of those. And this was the honey frame that was on the other side of the glass hive cluster. And this is the new cluster. And you can still see the bees that are buried in there. The ones that I guess didn't live, they're actually dead. This one is still moving slightly. That's a little bit of nectar there in the middle. But you can still see the dead bees that were in the comb. They're still there, they haven't been pulled out. And you can still see some of the dead bees that didn't come out. There's one that's still trying to come out, or is it cleaning it out? I think he's just cleaning out the cell right there. We're going to put the sugar frame and honey frame right in the dead of the center of the cluster. That way they can cluster right on that sugar. There are quite a few dead on the bottom. Last night the queen was in here hiding. I wonder if I can drive her into the box. I'm going to remove the frame. Now I'm going to try and press this lid out. I see something down here. Stuff falls apart in the winter. This piece is heavy. Okay, I think we don't have any queen possibilities in here anymore. I don't think there's any place for them to hide. But it's interesting that they chew out the insulation on both sides of the foil. The outer jacket and toward the center. Still trying to fly onto this while I'm holding it. Now my goal is to make it so they can still access all this stuff in here from both sides and clean it up. There, they should be able to access all the sides of that comb and clean it up. Yeah, that should be a better fit. So now I can see the bees in the bottom in their cluster. And I should be able to see the top. And I can watch them digging out all this mess if they get in here. And I don't have to open it up anymore. And I can see if these dead bees have been picked out. Well, let's make sure that this entrance doesn't get blocked up. Well, that's it for the iwave. Keep in touch and we'll keep you informed.